Welcome to Studio Live SoundCheck. I'm Jess Belisle. Fayetteville musician Patti Steel will join us this Friday for Studio Live. She's a multi-instrumentalist with a powerhouse voice, but she hasn't always been the frontwoman we know today. Patti joined me on the phone to talk about how she got her start and transitioned from supporting role to frontwoman.
What's unique about me is that I'm a multi-instrumentalist that doesn't play normal or what I would claim normal instruments, because I came from the side person world and then jumped into the front person position. I came into music wanting to just be a part of something, more than myself, and now have had to switch gears due to COVID. COVID kind of forced that to happen, which is not a bad thing. It just never really was my, thought process when I first started playing music. I never thought about being a songwriter.
Give me a little brief background about your work as a collaborator in the past in this pre-COVID time period. What kind of stuff were you doing? Who were you playing with?
From my childhood, I started out wanting to be a drummer because my brother was a drummer, my dad played guitar, and I wanted to embrace, this percussion. And so that's the funny thing is that that's not what happened. I ended up playing clarinet because they'd already had all their drummers for the drum line, in band and school. So I played in band and I was a clarinet player. So then many years later, I started meeting people that were going to open mics in the Joplin area. Mm-hmm. And so they would have get-togethers at the local little creeks and campfire jams and stuff. And so that's really where I got my start, was as a collaborator, because my friend was like, well, bring a clarinet. Maybe you can jam with us. And then I just started meeting people. I moved to Fayetteville with my ex-husband and started meeting people down here, playing with, Randall Shreve and Chucky Wags, who I still play with, both of those. And then because of those connections, started meeting more bands and more people.
How does this lend itself to you as a solo artist? Because, how did you decide, this is the path you want to take, and then go about that process of teaching yourself to be a frontwoman?
Well, that's a great question, because it was not, at all in my forethought going into starting out as a solo artist. Honestly, playing solo scared me to death.
I find that hard to believe, knowing your presence now.
People do not understand that because you're more vulnerable when you're by yourself.
Absolutely.
Than when you're on a stage with a lot of people. And when you're just making extra noises on top of what already sounds beautiful, it's just, it's a different, experience.
Well, Patti, thank you so much for joining us here on SoundCheck today, and we cannot wait to hear you this Friday on Studio Live.
I'm so excited to be coming. Springfield's like a second home, so it's always nice to come back home.
Be sure to catch Patti Steel, accompanied by Justin Larkin, on Studio Live this Friday at noon on KSMU. Thanks for tuning in to SoundCheck. I'm Jess Belisle.
To pay my rent. Rent is due and my money's spent. What can I do to pay my rent? My rent is due and my money